Alright. I should be live.
And I know you were the title.
Well, I'm pretty sure at least. Hopefully I am, and hopefully it's working fine. Considering my PlayStation's been a little bit of a temperamental lately. Having blimmin' overheating issues, which is not helping my experience. It's 5 years old, so of course it's gonna happen, but well, after a bit of trouble trying to get me into the lobby, we finally have, and it should be underway for Mexico, as unfortunately as well there's been news of Kobe Bryant dying, so you know, and his daughter, so we will be doing every driver should have either black or white or purple, or the pretty sure he played for Lakers. I'm not a basketball fan, so if anyone in the chat can confirm that, but they should all be wearing purple, yellow, colours of his team, black or white, or just full on black, as many people have. Gio got him full black, we got orange and him from James, Chatty and all that. So yeah, everyone's following it. Yeah, we got purple, black and red from not too bad, and then we got SBC. So I'm not sure what the standings are, but I'm pretty sure Finny is leading it. God, I'm getting it mistaken now. Big boy Juan is leading the championship, I'm pretty sure, after his 2 wins in the 2 first rounds. Pretty sure. I've gone brain dead. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, he did win in France. So and Gio is going to be live as well, so if you want to go and watch his stream, he'll probably post it in the message, but if you want to continue with mine, then you can. Yep, so Mexico, a very strange strategy for Mexico as well, as you can brisk out the softer mediums, and I will turn off the notifications because I know everyone hates the big black box coming out. Yeah, so Mexico is one of those odd tracks, as I'm gonna quickly get the link. Alright, so yeah, it's really odd. You can go softer hards or softer mediums if you want, but you have to hope for a safety car. The newest patch as well actually added it, so it's more common for that safety car and the VSC to come out. So we might see a lot of safety cars today with big crashes. As they all come out. I saw one car come out, I'm not sure who it was though. And we do have a track map, so we can see where everyone is. I'm not sure who went out first, was it Tim? And it is the Williams of Tim, with a very good matching helmet for his car. Yep, you had to go for black and white, but it actually matches that Williams. He's going to be hoping to show himself off, as he is, I think, he's the closest. He is in second place in the championship. So the 2 drivers you're looking out for is Big Boy Juan, as there is the championship leader, Big Boy Juan. He's had a very good 2 races. He has won both by quite a big margin. He was on the 2 stop in France and still beat SPC, who was on the 1 stop, by over 17 seconds, I'm pretty sure was the gap. So we're going to be looking for some laps from him, as we've also got EGH. He's had and you can actually, the track map can actually show you if they've invalidated the lap time, which is really nice. So it's much clearer now to check if they've already invalidated. And EGH has not had the best of runs. He's actually picked up a lot of investigations for penalties, as he's been having some questionable driving, especially with a couple spins in France for other drivers, and for late moves on Finney. But as Tim is now starting his lap, and it's a yellow flag, and I think that's just EGH slowing down, letting the Mercedes through. Going to try and get a massive tow. Don't see the point in that, because if he catches up, he's going to get held up. It's Blazing Strikes also is meant to be here, but I'm pretty sure he's arriving late. So he will be starting from the back, but it will be the first time we see Blazing Strikes. As Tim has a very nice first sector. Got to really hope these things running. And here, you can have at least 2 of your tyres off the track on that inside curve. And you should. As he takes that nice, you go really fast through here, just lift off, coast, go through there, yeah. He took that very, very well. Then coming up to the final point, it's really easy because it's quite a tight little, after the hairpin, it's quite tight, so you have to make it. So, yeah, it's one of those where like, you want to watch out, you go too wide, you hit the wall. I've done that before. But it gets on that curve there, try and hug the inside as much as possible. Goes across the line set at 1:17.2. Juan, I think, got his lap blocked, so he won't be. EGH hasn't invalidated his lap time this time. At Geo also. As EGH is actually going on the mediums, which is really nice for him. It's going to be a really good strategy for him because he's going medium hards, but he might switch it up to softs. He's going to go across the line set at 1:18.5. At Geo, going to set a 1:22.2. I think EGH might have overtaken him, so they might screw both of each other's laps up. SBC now on a lap, right behind Rince. Rince is definitely questionable what he just did there. He hasn't invalidated, so he's going to let him through. Nice sportsmanship from Rince as well. Just let it invalidate, let it through, didn't hold up anyone. SBC also managing his ERS, very good from him. No yellow flags I won't pay attention to. It's due on. He hasn't had the best of sector 2. Is I think Tim just going a decent amount slow, so it's not really. I think he might have run out of fuel. Tim might have. No, he might have. So here comes SBC. He's going to catch up to Tim, so Tim might want to move out the way, but SBC invalidates the lap. That's unlucky from Tim. He was in such a decent lap, and he just invalidated it. So he's going to box, restock on that ERS and fuel, and then he'll be done. But unlucky from SBC. It's probably going to be an alright lap. EGH completely misses the pit lane. So we've got. I think this is his first race for the league. Shate. Gonna try and prove himself. He invalidated it, so I think he's going again. James is right behind him. Gonna try and get a little bit of a tow. He does. He goes a 1:21.7, but I think he's saved on that lap, so I think he's gonna go again. His teammate might just let him through, but I don't think there's any team orders, and there is. What an amazing tow from Red Bull, really working it out. I don't know if these guys are in a party, but if they're in a party, then excellent tactics from them. James might finish this lap and then give Shate the tow, and that'd be very interesting if they do. Shate did invalidate his lap time, but I don't think he was on a lap anyway. As James also goes purple in sector 1, that tow really helping him out. As here he goes around there. He's a bit off the apex there, but that's alright, you can take that. Now going through here, do the drivers take as wide as possible on this turn? Yeah, they do. They don't attack it that much. I would really shoot my car around there, but that's alright. So James going to try and improve. Let's see how this second sector. He's 4 seconds up on his time, which will be enough for a 4 pole most likely, but he might just be a little bit off. Really close. He gets a bit of oversteer from there as Gio has entered the no man's land. Shay actually pits, as I just saw someone come out. I'm not sure who it is. Someone just came out the pits. Not sure who just came out of the pitch. FIFA Beefy is now back on the lap. Juwan's gone on the mediums. Oh, EGH was the one that came out on the lap. He's on one lap on mediums. He's going to go again for another lap. EGH Rinse have this bit of a not liking rivalry going on. Rinse wasn't happy. He's had a couple of incidents with EJ before. In France he got spun, and then EJH was just not really nice. But EJH looking to have a good result today. He could possibly get a podium. He's in 4th at the moment, so really good job from him. He's hoping to improve on that time. So we will stick on board with EJH as Juwan has now came out and is going to try and set his lap. He's got a nice clean air. He's ready. Rinse has spun it on his lap, so unlucky from Rinse. Just mucked up that corner, probably clipped too much curb, hit the wall, lost the car. It's not that easy to unlock, but at least he's in there with Valtteri Bottas. Oh yeah, and hopefully we don't have a Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton down the first corner where they're all sliding off the track and then they end up cutting the corner. ZJH just completely fluffs the lap. So yeah, that's great. SBC is now on the lap, so we'll go on board with SBC. Juwan's going to come to his lap, but we're going to stick with SBC. Give him some screen time. SBC always wants some screen time, so he's going to hope to put on a show for us today. Let's take a look at as James, he did put his 1:16.0, a very good lap for him. It's SBC. Like I said, he wants screen time, but he can't invalidate the lap time. We go to Juwan now. What can he do on the medium? Can he snag pole on those mediums? We'll find out. As Juwan invalidates his lap time, so he will most likely back up from that, and yeah, he's just going to completely crash out. He's had enough. Okay, he's not out, but it looks like he's given up. Someone's kind of ruined those tyres because they're medium, so they can go for 2 laps. Reflection, we'll go on board with Reflection. See what he can do, first time in the league. Tastes like alright. There's yellow flags, I think it's just Juwan playing about. Reflection goes across the line, set at 1:17.5. Goes 3rd, so not bad for his first appearance. Only goes 2 times faster, so he stays in 3rd, but he's in a good position. Sean Pitt's probably going to switch up to softs. He hates the colour mediums, so at this rate he's going to be the only one to the mediums, but I wouldn't say he's on the best strategy. It just all depends on people on the 2-stop, because if the people on the 2-stop can do really well on the 2-stop, then they will catch up to EJH. So will EJH go to the 2-stop but keep fighting with people, or will he go on the slower? And he has switched onto softs, but I reckon he might, because the 2-stop can easily catch up to people on the 1-stop. So everyone will be starting on softs, as Juwan will set a lap, FIFA Beefy will set a lap, SBC will set a lap, Rinse will set a lap if they don't all invalidate. This could be their final attempt really. They might have one more attempt, but that all depends on how quickly they can get back to the pits after this lap. His SBC does hit the wall though a little bit. Will he pit? Don't know if he picked up damage. No, he didn't. Oh, that was close. So we're gonna keep on board with... Oh, that wasn't SBC, it was Fit for Beefy. So we'll keep on board with Fit for Beefy. Big boy Zhuan coming up the pits. Championship leader. Doesn't matter where he starts, he will finish in first, or second, or third. How is his second sector? He goes purple. I'm not sure though. It is, and can't really see how much they're up because it doesn't give you the option to do that. Doesn't really know that corner goes wider than usual. Goes wide around here. He's going really wide. You should really hug the middle, and he goes fourth. Not bad first for FIFA. Now we've got SBC. Can he one-up his teammate? Can he not? So Lionel, he does, but he beats the Red Bull as well. Goes on just 2 tenths off of route, so excellent for SBC. We might see him retire, or we might see him brush back to the pits. Maybe cut the corner, because you can cut the corners on these laps. CJH, I don't know who's further into God no. Zhuan has invalidated the lap yet again, but EJH is going to try and take that lap on the softs. He needs this lap, so I think he doesn't really go attack those corners. Misses the apex completely on that corner. He's missing all the apexes. As Tim goes on pole by 2 tenths. Pretty much 2 tenths. Yeah, 2 tenths. So, excellent result from Tim. He might keep that. He might not have to set another lap. I don't think he will. Might be under threat, but might not. EJH, I don't know if he improved from that lap. You can see it just looks like where he was. As he goes completely off. I need to check. Did he improve on that lap or did he not? Yeah, he did, but only by 5 tenths, which moved him up just in front of reflection. Zhuan is on a lap. See where he puts his Haas. Went a bit wide around that corner. This is the apex is completely on that corner, so that's the lift off. Yep, attacks that corner nicely. Hits that curb there. Hits the curb there, hits the curb there, hits the curb there. Yeah. Zhuan nailed that second sector. Now, third sector. Takes the corner pretty good, makes the wide angle. Yep, get all the way cut in. Go across there, go across there. Should really hit the curb there. Should hug the inside line, and he does. And he goes across the line. It's the fastest lap by over 7 tenths. So that is Zhuan right there. He nailed that second sector, nailed the third sector. First sector was a bit wacky, but it got the job done. I think he went purple in every single sector, if I'm not mistaken. And Zhuan just showing what he's got. I think he did. As Tim is bowed out of his lap. James back on a lap on the same set of softs. I think he validated his first lap or something. EGH in the pit. I don't think he will come out. I think EGH will have to retire. He's not going to make it to the checkered flag. Anyone in the pits now will not be setting another lap, so they might as well retire. We're just going to keep on board with James. James giving his teammate a toe, massive toe, massive toe. But it's continuing on the lap, so it's really going to hamper his teammate. His teammate's not even on the lap actually, so I think James might be planning to give him a massive boost on the straight, and he will give him his teammate a massive boost. Yeah, Red Bulls must be in a party because they're really doing this quite well. They're really coordinated on what they're doing. Let's see what if Shate can get up now. Fish stick sweats. You're not going out for a third lap. Pretty sure that's Geo, if I'm not mistaken, but I might be dumb. I think it's someone else, but I'm pretty sure that it was Geo in Hungary. He was in the stream. Yeah, I see you on 2 laps of softs. You shouldn't be. You should only do 1 lap on softs, but you can do 2. Just leaves you at a disadvantage. Shane his 5 temps up, hasn't invalidated, which will put him in P4. So this will be a good result if this plans out for the Red Bulls. 3rd and 4th will definitely give him a good in the constructors. He only goes 5th, but that's still a really good job from the Red Bulls. Nice toes, nice everything. And I will read out the grid order for this Mexican Grand Prix. As we've got Big Boy Juan in the Haas on pole. Then we've got Tim in 2nd. We've got James. We've got Rinch. We've got Shate. We've got SBC. We've got FIFA. We've got EGH. We've got Reflection, and we've got Geo. 2 seconds behind the guy in front of him. Actually 1.9 if you want to be specific. But yeah, rounding out the grid, and then we are moments away from starting the Mexican Grand Prix. God, that's mad. Well, just gonna go pop to get a drink quickly, and then I will leave you with the formation lap, and I'll be back, and we should be 5 lights out. Away we go. Has the formation lap started? Oh my Jesus Christ! Holy Lord Jesus! Did not expect that. But yes, if you have not seen, your eyes are not deceiving you. It is full wet conditions in Mexico. This will definitely change how this race is played, as it will show people's skills in the wet and how well they do, because the braking's going to be different, the traction's going to be different. EGH is just completely being stupid. Nearly cuts off. Don't know who that SBC, nearly cuts off SBC. Don't know what EGH's game is, but at this time EGH is just completely holding up SBC. I don't see the point, as EGH has actually lost the car. EGH has just gave up. So basically EGH is just, he's not having fun in the wet. Is SBC just gonna chill? I think EGH is just going to be nowhere in this race. Clearly he hasn't practiced in the wet and he doesn't know how to drive in the wet. It's the problem. You always need to practice in every single condition on the track. You don't need a setup for every single track for what you need, but you will need practice on the wet because you never know what's going to happen. As they line up, as 2 drivers have been disqualified, James and Rince have been disqualified. Full wet's going to change up the start. So we're going to go on board with VGH as he's going to be the last guy to make it to the grid. And then it'll be lights out, and I think we might see a lot of safety cars considering we've got 36 laps of wet weather. So here comes EGH lining up on the grid. Santo's joined, but we're not going to restart for him because we don't do that. He didn't turn up, so we don't restart. And there we go. 5 red lights, and away we go. Juwon gets an alright start as Tim has got a massive acceleration. The slipstream's really going. As everyone's moving about. Who's going to late break? And Big Boy Juwon has just done the same as last race and just let everyone through. Yeah, I know, Santo, but if you fell asleep, we're not just going to restart because of one driver. So when Blazing wanted to delay it to 1 o'clock. If everyone wanted to restart for you, then we would, but no one. We're not restarting. As everyone just completely goes wide, this is expected. EGH comes back on, completely forces Juwon out, so Juwon has to cut back in. And yeah, Tim in that lead with the 2 Red Bulls closely followed with SBC up into 4th. Rince there, EGH just trying to stick. He might have full traction on because he can't drive in the wet. Juwon just gets an amazing exit. EGH completely goes off the track. Hasn't been a good start for EGH. He's only dropped back 2 positions, but he's not liking it out there. The visibility is poor. And we've got changes. Juwon getting past Gio. Gio going to try and get back past. Yep, Gio going to try and get back past. They're going side by side up there. Gio really on the back of Juwon, but Juwon getting a really good traction. And now EGH, will he line out that dive bomb? It looks like he is, and he's going to go for the dive bomb. Has he broken late? No, he's executed it absolutely perfectly. As he gets rammed up the rear by Gio, but doesn't really affect him because Gio, I'm pretty sure, managed to slow the car down before it got to rear end him where he would spin him. But Gio, really good. Gio, unfortunately, loses 2 positions on this lap. Tried to fight it back with Juwon, but didn't. As there's yellow flags, and James, the Red Bull, has gone off and he's spun a lot of cars. A virtual safety car has been deployed. 2 cars have been spun. 1 car in the middle of the track. We would probably not have had a virtual safety car for that collision if it wasn't for the new patch, but we got the new patch as Juwon's already back up into Finn. Tim and Shate have also just completely retired. We're going to watch on SBC where they've retired. I think they're taking each other out. EGH all the way up on a 4th now. Rince pitting. I think there was just some collision with James and they've spun. And then someone's taken out, and then the 2 other drivers have taken each other out. Surprised it's not a full safety car with how many cars are crashed, but the game only thinks it's a thing. FIFA Beefy now promoted back up into P1, as EGH is now in P3, being tried to be being catched down by Reflection, who's going to try and catch him up, as Rinse is behind. Rinse is not 4 attempts behind. Quite a bit as SBC and Geo Pit. Reflection has disconnected from the session. Don't know why Reflection has disconnected, but let's take control. Just joking, I won't jump in Reflection's car. But EGH now on his own. Rinse 4 attempts behind, it says, but he's not, so don't worry. 25 seconds away from leaders, so it is just timing glitch. Yeah, Tim. So, yeah, very dramatic first couple of laps. Already got 3 drivers out. A bit of chat going on. I didn't see it on stream, so obviously I will ask people in the chat if they have any evidence they want to be viewed. So we've only got 6 drivers running, as Reflection has DC'd. As the gaps have now been corrected, it's a 10-second gap. Finny catching up to Reflection. At Geo, he's spun. He's now behind SBC. Hoping they don't restart. If they restart, then I'm going to have to hit the hay and leave. But don't think they're going to restart, as I won't be commentating. But Juwon now all the way on the back of FIFA Beefy. That'll be a really fun battle, as Rinse has already closed down 5 attempts on Finny's AI car, so we'll see how much he'll gain on each height. As we know, Rinse can gain on older mediums, but can he gain on wets? Rinse pitted for 2 lap pressure wets. Juwon getting a really good run on FIFA, but not an overtaking thing. FIFA feed coming off the line a little bit. Manages to stick on the line. Juwon nearly losing the car. Very risky to lose the cars in these conditions, as it's really slippery. The visibility is horrible. As you can see, imagine from what Juwon is, this is pretty much what Juwon is seeing. Barely seeing the car. Luckily, Torosso's got bright colours, so you can see it as Juwon does that with fastest lap. Trying to climb up before the brake zone. He can go for a dive on here. Just have to be a little bit more later. Tries to bait out FIFA Beefy. FIFA Beefy does go quite wide around that corner. It's unfortunate for FIFA Beefy, but here we go. Juwon with the switchback. start. Yeah, it's been a really tricky race. Wet weather's changing everything. And that's what I like about league racing. You've got to adapt to the changes. You've got to race with the changes. FIFA Beefy is going to try and hand it around the inside, but I think he just got the better line of the corner going around the outside. Even Beefy might go for the move down the line. This Rinse is getting close to EGH. I don't think you should restart just because people are out. They're asking restart. It's not how league racing work. If that would, then yeah, I would ask to restart on all of my leagues if I push out it. Beefy on the inside, trying to send John wide, and it does send John wide. John's still there, gets squeezed out. Hard corner goes side by side, but it can be done. Beefy didn't give no edge, but I guess because John was off the track. Tyres shouldn't be going off just yet. There's a couple more, about 6-7 laps more on these tyres. Where's the time anyway? It's 1. Okay. Past 1. As Beefy is still in the lead, as we've also got Rinse rapidly gaining, so we might see a reoccurring battle. Battles have never ended well between those two. With FIFA BV going side by side now, clicks the curb a little bit, so it doesn't really get a nice little exit. Yeah, James, unfortunately I didn't see it, but if you have any footage or Tim has any, we will ask for Tim or you to give some footage so we can see it and we can look at it, because we can't do anything if we have no evidence. Unfortunately I didn't see it because I didn't know who to focus on, because there was 2 cars spinning and then there was a battle going on to the side and then virtual safety car came out. So James, if you do have information then I can let you know, but for now, if we do restart, James, as well, I won't be streaming, unfortunately, because I probably will not come to this league, because I don't like when leagues want to restart because of wet weather, and mainly because they're out. Like, as we've got EGH and Rinse going side by side, EGH sending Rinse completely off the track, so giving no margin for Rinse, as Rinse gets a really good run, but it's not really gonna, it's gonna try not to spin EGH, as he's got really good traction, but he's gonna get a really good run here. We're restarting because of glitches. Nothing's glitching about this lobby. It's just wet weather. Rinse goes completely off wide. Well, guys, I understand something, but I'm just saying, this league is not run really good, because we get weather, people crash out, and then we ask to restart. It's like, I've never had a league like this. I've never had a league, or comms a league, that just restarts if it's bad weather. Because people crash out. There's been no glitches whatsoever. It's been a nice race, nice interesting race. And now we're restarting. I honestly don't get it. I'm kind of wasting. I don't get it. Yeah, so this will be up on the channel, but there'll be no further stream of this round, unfortunately, because I'm not wasting my time commentating another league. I know SBC is saying restart, but I'm not streaming it. So yeah, this will be up, but it's gonna be. I'm going to